everybody, I'll just get organised here. I'm Cheryl Algie from Kerrang, Northern Victoria, Australia, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Okay, sorry about that. Thought I killed the sound. Well, I did, but it had come back on again. Now, where am I here? It takes a bit for the feed to go live, so I'm just messing around a bit here, trying to find myself on my iPad as well. Maybe I'll have to go over to my my iPad seems to be lag a little bit behind. Go to my page. There we go. Cheryl Algie from Kerrang, Northern Victoria, Australia. There we go. Now I've done some die cutting. Yeah, there's a few things I need to tell you about this little fun fold. I'm using the hibiscus to decorate my little card. Well, it's not a little card, it's a full-size card. I've done some die cutting, so I'll just put my, oh, did that not cut? I don't think I want that little one anyway, so, be good if I had the dies, wouldn't it? Put them away. I'm just guessing here because this is a different colour combination to what I used on my other card, but I wanted to use the, and you can't remember the name, I'll grab it in a second, show you, this celebration paper. Only reason it didn't cut was because I went backwards and forward. I went in as far and then out as far. I think you'll know what I mean. A little flower there. I'm hoping the pool party will be the go with this card. It's just a different colour combination to what I did before, because you know I don't like doing the same thing twice. And I say that because I have just done 2 lots of swaps that were 16 cards each. So yes, 4 on stage. Now where has she put her? There it is. Got a little piece of, I was going to do this first while I was putting that away, but let me just push everything up here. Hopefully I'll be able to get this to stamp on there doing that. I think you can probably see that. Keep my clean bit. Stamp that with Memento. That's the 3-flower hibiscus. I've not used this for a little while, so I thought I'd bring it out and give it another run. That on my dirty paper. Actually might stamp my sentiment too while I'm waiting for people to jump on. This little circle, where did I put that? Is, I think I'll make it a thank you card. I've even got an extra one. I didn't need to stamp that. And I'll grab my Memento back again. Can't see any comments. If you're there, please say hi. And look at that, that's going to be a mess. Yeah, that's better. Try again. That's better. Probably just as well I'm doing this first so that this dries a little bit. It's Not my favourite ink, Memento, as most of you know. Only because it's messy and I get it all over my hands. I haven't managed to thus far though. So if I put my sentiment on my little tea tree board there, I shouldn't have trouble finding it. Why I struggled with this card was because I was determined I wanted to do it in our Aussie, and it's the Aussie and it's everywhere except America, and that's not anything against anyone. They're I don't know if they even call it A4, but their cardstock is a different size to everybody else's. You would think that they would make it simple and have it all the same. Their cardstock is 8.5 by 11, and ours is 8.25 by, I think it's roughly 29, I think, roughly 29, something like that. Put these here. And I might actually start colouring. Hi Marie, how are you going? You excited for Saturday? It's great that you can come. And are you right for a ride? Judy isn't coming, but I can see if someone else could pick you up. I would offer, but sometimes the girls come early, so if I'm not here, and Rob's not here, I don't know what he'll be up to, who knows. So just let me know. I was going to message you tomorrow and make sure you were right for a ride. Now, I'm just gonna do these bits where I think you can see what I'm doing there. This is a dark melon mambo. So I'm just doing the bits that add a little bit of texture to the flower. And then I'll go over that with the light melon mambo as well. Oh, I want the other end to start with. Didn't seem to snap on properly. I'll be using it again anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so I had trouble converting it to, and what I've done, if anyone out there is cleverer than me, wouldn't be very hard to be cleverer than me, or than I is the right termination, isn't it? The right grammar. I have a couple of friends who are school teachers. They'll be rapping me over the knuckles for saying the wrong words. Yeah, it's okay, but it wasn't easy. And the card can be a little bit tricky too. I hope I'm going to be all good with it, but sometimes I struggle, so. And I'm sorry about the lag in being live. I posted that I was going live and then looked at my phone and it was like 27% battery. So I'm like, oh my God. So I quickly popped it on the charger. In the meantime, my sister Sandra rings me. I didn't catch the phone in time, so I told her last week. She rang me about this time and I said, don't you know it's Thursday and I go live on Thursday, but obviously it hasn't sunk in. Anyway, she'll get the message when I don't ring her back for a while, won't she? Hopefully. Oh, I didn't know what you'd be doing. I thought, well, you know that I do my lives on Thursday. Anyway, all good. I'm sure she'll keep. This does have another stamp where you can stamp the stamp, like it's a two-step stamp, but I was looking online for some ideas of how to use it, and I thought their hibiscus look really good. I'm not I'm not really a fan of how that looks when you stamp it and when you just use the two-step. So I tried this and I liked it better. But you can do whatever you would like. I need to use the dark Daffodil Delight in there too, in the centre. Didn't remember I did that, but I did, I guess. I guess I did it on the other one. And you wouldn't believe how many, or maybe you would, how many pieces of copy paper are in the bin from trying to get this card to work in our measurements. I actually looked at Connie Stewart's, and the only thing, if you are in the US, you can follow hers. I only changed a couple of measurements. It was hard to change too many because then the card was, the piece in the centre that you'll see was not right. It wasn't folding down right. So these don't take that long to colour. I just thought I'd do that while people are hopefully jumping on. We don't do a lot of colouring in class, Marie, because a lot of the girls don't have the blends, and if we do colouring, we use pencils usually, not the blends, because they're a bit like, see how I'm using it on the side? So I'm a bit scared that some people use the tip and then it bends the tip and then it's no good, you have to bin it. And they're not that cheap to buy, so I don't really share. I used to, but I figured by now, not meaning you because you're just new, Marie, but the other girls, if they wanted to use their blends, well, they should have their own by now. And if that sounds mean, that's how it is. But Saturday's cards are pretty easy. Not too simple, but just, yeah, I'm really happy with what I've worked out. So, don't think this one has any yellow in the centre, or mine isn't going to have yellow in the centre anyway. Just again, just putting the little lines where the lines are from the stamp. It doesn't really matter if I go out the edge because these are going to be cut out. But I'm trying not to, because if I do, you'll have a line on the edge where you don't really want it. Nearly done. So then we have I'm going to put these away. So I've got a bit more room on my desk. Put them away with the names facing me would be a good idea. Oh, why don't you go in there? There you are. So I'm going to set up my die cutting machine so that I can just bring it over, and I'll show you what I'm doing first. This is the only time you use a grey plate with this machine, because this is what's called a hybrid embossing folder. So what that means is that the die fits inside here. We can get it to click in. Let's see, sorry. find the area where it clicks. You're right. It would help if I had the right, if I was trying to put it in the right side, wouldn't it? It would really help. Okay. I'm thinking, why is it not going in there? Still not going in there. What am I doing wrong? Oh, it's just the other way. There's our little flower there. Oh, did I have it right? Oh, I had it right the first time, yeah. It's got to go at the top because it closes and then die cuts that. Where are we? Just wasn't slipping in. You've got to feel it click in. Hang on, I'll just take it off the camera for a minute and see if I can get it to clip in. Yeah, that's got it. I do wish they had a bigger area. And then because I've already coloured that, what I'm going to do is, the little ones there, I will take it over the machine and make sure that it's in the right spot before I, as you can see, I've got to manoeuvre this around a bit. Hopefully you can see that on camera. Till you get that all lined up. I think that's pretty good. It'll probably move on my way over, so I'm not going to be too particular. So you've got it in like that. So you've got the die in there, and that will die cut and emboss. So when we use that, we just use our base plate without the little adapter plate, just straight on there, and then our grey plate that we use for embossing, for most embossing, for our 3D embossing. Then it just goes through the machine. I will check it once I get over there and make sure it hasn't moved on me. See how we did. So you can see you can't see the texture, but when you come on Saturday I can show you that if you're interested, Marie. So it's got texture there. Lots of texture, so that's how we do that. Put those away before I lose them. Not sure where my cover for that went. I'll pop them in with my other flowers. And now hopefully this is going to work, and my pieces are going to be up the same way. Oh, now where's my little bit of paper? What did she do with that? Goodness. Did I throw it out? Had a little cheat sheet here somewhere. So much mess on my desk. I might have to just measure this. This is just some old stuff. I might just have to measure. One is the same as Connie's and one's different. So let me just measure. That. This is 2 3/4, is it? Just look at her template while I'm doing. Yeah, it's 2 3/4. So I'm doing 2 3/4 with the 6. This piece. Mine is 6 and it's the same. It says 6 3/4 by 8 1/8. Because I wanted a different length, I had trouble making it longer. So, and this is scored at, I have to find that, 2.5. That's right, I'll just write that down in case I forget. 2.5. And it's important to get the right side. Scores the right side. You won't, if you're in the US, you won't need to worry because you can just follow Connie. So on the 6.5, I'm doing the same as that. 6 3/4. I'm doing that. 6 3/4. I'm doing 2.5. I'm doing. Hang on. I am doing 2 3/4 on the 8 and an 1/8 inch side. I'm doing just this side. I'm going to be doing 2.5. Yeah. My memory's kicked in, that's correct. So that's the only thing I changed after a million sheets of copy paper. Now if I have this up the right way, so on the 6 3/4 side, that's the 6 3/4 side, I'm going to score this at 2 3/4. Then I'm going to turn that and score it at 2.5. And pray that I've done that right. Don't think I need my board anymore. Now I'm just going to lightly fold these. Oh, you want to pick a piece of DSP, which is our abbreviation, Marie, for Designer Series paper. That coordinates. So then, you won't be able to see this probably on camera. This needs to go, I need to flip it over, that's right, that's what she did. So this needs to go, I'll just point to the score lines so hopefully you can get the gist of what I'm trying to tell you. This score line here, see that? I'm going to have trouble seeing. This piece here has got to line up with the score lines. I actually think, have I done something wrong? Is it this one? I did this yesterday and I did it wrong as well. Let me just see. Got that. And we've got that. That goes to oh yeah, these. They're really hard to see. Something's not right here. Oh yeah, there we go. But I think I've got to go the opposite way. That's okay, we can flip it around, and if you can see, I'm not going to score it properly yet. Where's my other score line? You need really good eyes for this, so not a good thing to do when you need your cataracts done, I can tell you. Yeah, I think that's right there too. So let's just fold it with our fingers and then see. We've got to bring that in, bring that in, bring that in. This has got to be there, and then bring that down. I think I want mine the other way round. I think. Am I going to be able to do that? Because I want the pretty side out. No, maybe I can't because it's going to be upside down if I do that. I'm going to try. I don't think I can. Don't think I can. The inside there is, yeah, I think we might leave well enough alone. Then if you haven't, doesn't really matter about this piece here because that's going to have a piece of cardstock over it. So then when you get it to there, you can then get your bone folder and burnish those folds nicely. Like so. And you're going to say, well, Cheryl, that doesn't look like much of a card. Well, it doesn't at the moment, does it? No. But wait, there's more. So where's my... I'm just going to put my inside in first. We've lost our pieces. So I'll tell you the measurements of mine in case you're in Australia and you want to recreate this one in our measurements. We'll do all that and then we'll arrange our flowers. And that's all we've got to do. So this one, I'm just checking measurements because anything could have happened today. Others have had, if you look online, I'll just explain once I put this in, I'll tell you. Can't show you and tell you at the same time, can I? Then I'm going to, this is just going to be centered. I'm not going to put anything in the center of mine. I'm going to line it up so that it's centered in here. So others have had their piece, so this is our other piece, they've had it about like that, so you can see all the inside. Can we see? Yeah. So you can see all this business. I didn't want to do that. I wanted it lined up like that. So you can do whatever you would like. And then these pieces here, they just layer. So when you pop this up, I mean, that's upside down. That isn't what I wanted to do, but you know what? And I think I did just put the glue on the wrong side. That's good that we've got more paper, isn't it? I want the blue side, the pool party side. I didn't show you the paper, did I? It's really pretty, and we're running out of time to order this. If you put a $100 order in, you get this for free. You get any of the celebration items for free. I'll throw that in the bin because it's got glue on the other side. Just got a bit carried away because I like the pretty flowers. Not that fussed on the blue side, but oh, now I should have measured that. So I wanted, oh well, it doesn't really matter which way I go. So that is, I'm going in inches, so it's 2 1/8 by 2 1/2. Let's do that, 2 1/8 by 2 1/2. Go this way, because I don't think it matters. 2 1/8 by 2 1/2. What way the blue flowers are. Hopefully I'm not making it look too complicated for you. It's really not, it's pretty easy. Just need to know where your which way you want your paper. If you've got a paper that isn't directional, you're fine. So it's really hard to see on the paper where my border will be. Trying to see whether I've got that lined up. I can't even. That's what I can do. I can put it that way so I can see a bit better where to line it up. Over a little bit. I think this is called a. I don't actually know the proper name for it. It might be called a top folding squash card, I think. So then this one, I'm going to use, I also embossed this white piece with the hibiscus folder, the one I used before. So you can use it both ways. That's probably the way up. I won't put that on yet in case I mess it up. I'm going to grab my pieces. I'm going to grab my little sentiment first. Yeah, it is, Cherry. That's, I wouldn't like to say how many years old that is. I don't like it, so that's why I was happy to. You wouldn't believe how many pieces I used to work out this card, trying to work it out. Are you in the USA or are you in Aussie? Are you like me? Do you like our? I don't like the short, fat cards that the Americans have, really. I prefer our size, but I mean, I know that's all they can do because of their card stock sizes. I'm not sure why they have to be different to ours. Why does America have to be different? Can you tell me? They should get with the rest of the world, shouldn't they? I'm not being very kind, am I? Pull that down a bit. I'm just going by my card I finished to try and get the right position. And next we'll go our hibiscus. And I like to put the dimensionals in the centre because then I can just pop my leaves underneath without it's not going to work like I've got my other one. Why is that? Oh, I've got it on the side a bit. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Yeah, then I can just, I put glue on them, and I was doing this last night, and what did I do with my bone folder? It's always, what did I do with this? What did I do with that? Because that's how it is. It's also like that with baking as well. I baked this morning, and I'm like, where did I put my spatula? I just had it. I love my spatula, and I haven't, with the new ones they come out, they're huge, and I don't like them, so make sure that's the right way up before I put that down. So that can go. Now it's got the glue on, it's not going to slide for me. Come on, behave. And this is Summer Shadow. No, it isn't. I lied. It's not Summer Shadow. It is Shy Shamrock. I have not used this one much, and I really quite like it. I sound surprised, don't I? But I probably didn't. I don't know. Not that I didn't like it. I just probably thought, don't know, we could have had some really different colours, but anyway. Maybe I want my leaf there, do I? That's where I've got my other one, so maybe we'll do that. I don't know where my bin's gone. Everything's gone missing today. I haven't one on the floor. We'll use that. And the dimensional backing probably just flew off. I'll just put one there. I might be too far down the card, but this time. Not sure. I do love this set. It's an online exclusive if anyone hasn't seen it and you're looking for it. I was lazy and I only did one lot of leaves. Oh, I did 3. I had to die cut them separately. They could have given us some extra ones, couldn't they? And that one can go there. And oh, I don't think I even finished my other card. I didn't put any. I'm just going to use little ones for these. I was thinking yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that, and I think I like the Pool Party flowers because we've got Pool Party DSP. Where's that one? There. Or what do we want? No, I don't want 2 big ones up the top, do I? We'll just grab some mini dimensionals and put these on. So she grabs 2 and I only want 1. Put it where I put it on my other one. Just off there because I've already got a dimensional on there. Put that one a bit closer. I'll show you my other one when we're done. We're nearly done now. Get off. Just choose the right side, not the wrong side. There we go. And then you only want to put glue or whatever you want to use on this little corner here. So I learned from doing this before that I needed to put my, so I went the other way, put my silicone mat there so I didn't run off the page. And of course I put it there and then I went the other way this time, so go figure. Oh, and I'm supposed to have a piece of melon mambo for the back, aren't I? Let me just grab that. That's something I totally forgot. To refresh, perhaps, I can't see any more comments. There isn't any more. Well, there's no more that I can see anyway. Okay. So our backing piece is just 1/4 of a piece of our A4, which is 14.9. By 10.5 centimetres. I tend to love working in centimetres. I mean, I grew up with inches because I'm old, but I just find working in centimetres is so much easier than trying to, when you're coming down in increments. For example, our 10, we go to 10, from 10.5 to 10, from 10 to 9.5. I mean, the long ways ones are a little bit trickier, but I just find that's easier than trying to work in 1/8 and 3/8 and 16/8 and, you know, all of that. I just find that metric is easier for that. Now this doesn't, there's not a lot of room on the width of it. Now I wasn't sure how to work it so you would get, it just gives you a something solid on the back. So then we go like that. You could put well, I wouldn't put a flower probably there because it would be too thick. And here's my first one I did. Like that. So if you've got lots of DSP, did I show you the... I showed you when I was grabbing it out. I don't think I showed you because it's so pretty. I didn't use my favourite sheet because I didn't want to wreck it. I love this one too. This is my favourite piece. They're all pretty, but I do have my favourites. That's the other side of that one. Not so fussed on the yellow, probably because it's got, I think it should have a yellow on the back of it. It's got the, what is that called? The, can never remember. They have these yellow ones, they come in and out, peach pie. Yeah, I felt it should have had something different on the back of it, but beggars can't be choosers, can they? And I rather like this one, the Blackberry Bliss, because it's got the plain side. This is probably the side I didn't use that one. Yeah, I think I've showed you them all now. I haven't used much of it at all. Actually, I might do another one of the fold that we're doing on Saturday, so that you've got a different view of what it looks like with different DSP. So I think I've made it, and I hope you like what I've done. Just got a stamp on the envelopes, and oh, I've got to put some bling. Goodness me! So the good old rhinestones. Now tell me, Shari, are these retired? I wouldn't have thought they would retire rhinestones, but they're not just rhinestones anymore, I don't think. I don't know, maybe I've looked in the wrong spot. And you're not sure what colour? Rhinestones to the rescue. And I'll go with both cards, so even better. Trouble picking some of these ones up with my Take Your Pick tool, so I've resorted back to my old one. Where are you? Come on. That just makes it all that much better, doesn't it, with some bling? We could put Wink of Stella too, but I'm not going to get too carried away. Sometimes if you've coloured, the Wink of Stella splashed on there can put marks on it, and I didn't want that, so there we go. Thanks, Shari, and thanks for watching. Let's put the camera up. Oh, there we go. So thanks for watching, girls, and I'll see you on Saturday, Marie. Okay, bye-bye.